America's Pop Culture Trivia Show.
Check it out.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. With Joe Parisi.
Back with you once again. This is America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. My name is Joe Parisi. Welcome to episode 203. We've got 21 brand new trivia questions coming your way. 7 questions per round with just 5 seconds between questions for you to try to think of the answers. Round 1 today, music. Round 2, movies. Round 3, a mixed round. Good luck. Now let's play.
Round 1.
Round 1, question 1. In 1992, this rapper scored a hit song called I Got a Man, which featured spoken word dialogue between two people, a man repeatedly asking a woman out. Name the rapper. Question 2. The hip-hop song Purple Pills reached number 19 on the Billboard Hot 100 following its 2001 release. What hip-hop group gave us the song Purple Pills? Question 3. This singer was nominated for a Grammy in 1965 due to her hit song Walk On By. Name the artist. Question 4. What is the name of the song from The Beatles, released in 1967, that begins with these lyrics? I read the news today, oh boy, about a lucky man who made the grade. What is the name of that Beatles song? Question 5. What artist put out an album in 1991 called No More Tears? An album that gave us a hit single with the same name. Name the artist. Question 6. The hit songs I'll Be and I Could Not Ask for More both came from what singer-songwriter? Question 7. This Canadian rock band released a song called When I'm With You in 1982. It reached number 8 in Canada and number 61 on the Billboard Hot 100. 5 years later, the song was re-released and became the number 1 song in America. Name the band behind the song When I'm With You. And that is going to do it for round number 1. Let's check those answers, see how you're doing so far. Question 1. In 1992, this rapper scored a hit song called I Got a Man, which featured spoken word dialogue between two people, a man repeatedly asking a woman out. Name the rapper. Positive K. I love that song, and I didn't know this little factoid until recently. Positive K on that song does both the male and female voices. In the studio, they changed the pitch of his voice for the female lines, made it higher pitch. And then in the video, they hired an actress. How about that? Positive K. Question 2. The hip-hop song Purple Pills reached number 19 on the Billboard Hot 100 following its 2001 release. What hip-hop group gave us the song Purple Pills? D12. There's a radio edit or a clean version of that song that was called Purple Hills, and they had to change like about every third word in order to get a radio single out of that. But Purple Pills is the album actual version. Question 3. This singer was nominated for a Grammy in 1965 due to her hit song, Walk On By. Name the artist. Dionne Warwick. For you youngsters out there, that is the song Doja Cat heavily samples in her song Paint the Town Red. That's Walk On By, Dionne Warwick. Question 4. What's the name of the Beatles song released in 1967 that begins with these lyrics? I read the news today, oh boy, about a lucky man who made the grade. That song is called A Day in the Life. Question 5. What artist put out an album in 1991 called No More Tears? The album gave us a hit song with the same name. What artist is it? Ozzy Osbourne. Question 6. The hit songs I'll Be and I Could Not Ask for More both came from what singer-songwriter? Edwin McCain. Question 7. This Canadian rock band released a song called When I'm With You back in 1982. It reached number 8 in Canada, number 61 here in the U.S. on the Billboard Hot 100. 5 years later, the song was re-released and became the number 1 song in America. What is the name of the band behind that song, When I'm With You? Sheriff. Pretty interesting story behind this song. So the song, came, went, had, a little bit of success and disappeared. Well, there just so happened to be some radio disc jockey who had freedom to kind of throw on songs that he liked or she liked and started throwing it out there. And all of a sudden, it started lighting up their request lines. So they started playing it a lot. And then other stations kind of took note, and they started playing it a lot. And next thing you know, the song becomes the number 1 song in the country 5 years after it had originally been released. But here's the thing. Suddenly this song is, boom, it's huge. Number 1 song in the country. The band had already broken up. They had been broken up for a couple of years when this occurred. And you know what? They could have tried to cash in on it, but no, the members of the band were just like, no, we're done. This is awesome, but we're done. So they didn't reunite to, go tour based off of the success of this song. It was just kind of a weird thing. The country's going crazy for this song by Sheriff called When I'm With You. And Sheriff is, at that point, 3+ years post-breakup.
Round 2.
Your second round today is a movie round. Question number 1. The 1987 fantasy comedy, Like Father, Like Son, is one of many films where 2 characters of different ages swap bodies. In this particular film, Dudley Moore played the dad, Jack Hammond. What actor played his son, Chris? Question 2. In what 1996 teen supernatural horror film would you find the following characters? Sarah Bailey, Nancy Downs, Bonnie Harper, Rochelle Zimmerman, and Chris Hooker. Question 3. True or false? Actor Vin Diesel is in Saving Private Ryan. Question 4. As a child actor, Brandon Adams appeared in the Michael Jackson music anthology Moonwalker, where he displayed his MJ-like dancing skills. Then in 1992, he played a character named Jesse Hall in The Mighty Ducks. The very next year, 1993, he played a character named Kenny De Nunez in what iconic baseball film? Question 5. Sean Astin famously played Mikey in Goonies, Rudy in the film Rudy, and Dave in Encino Man. In what 2004 Adam Sandler comedy did he play a character named Doug Whitmore, a steroid-dependent bodybuilding enthusiast? Question 6. Alan Covert and Nick Swardson star in this film, which also featured Shirley Jones, Kevin Nealon, Doris Roberts, and Linda Cardellini. A single 36-year-old video game tester moves in with his grandmother. Name the film. Question 7. A 1988 comedy that stars Bobcat Goldthwait, Virginia Madsen, Jim Metzler, and Dabney Coleman, and John Candy as the voice of Don, a talking horse. What is the name of this film? That'll do it for round number 2. Here come your next 7 answers. Question 1. The 1987 fantasy comedy Like Father, Like Son is one of many films where 2 characters of different ages swap bodies. In this particular film, Dudley Moore plays the dad, Jack Hammond. What actor played his son, Chris? Kirk Cameron. Question 2. In what 1996 teen supernatural horror film would you find the following characters? Sarah Bailey, Nancy Downs, Bonnie Harper, Rochelle Zimmerman, and Chris Hooker. The Craft. Question 3. True or false? Actor Vin Diesel is in the movie Saving Private Ryan. That is true. He played a character named Private Caparzo. So Saving Private Ryan hit theaters in 1998. So Fast and Furious came out in the summer of 2001. So that's kind of your Vin Diesel timeline. 98, Saving Private Ryan. Summer of 01, Fast and Furious. Question 4. As a child actor, Brandon Adams appeared in the Michael Jackson music anthology Moonwalker, where he displays his MJ-like dancing skills. Then in 1992, he played a character named Jesse Hall in The Mighty Ducks. The very next year, 1993, he played a character named Kenny DeNunez in what iconic baseball film? The Sandlot. Question 5. Sean Astin famously played Mikey in Goonies, Rudy in Rudy, and Dave in Encino Man. In what 2004 Adam Sandler comedy did he play a character named Doug Whitmore, a steroid-dependent bodybuilding enthusiast? 50 First Dates. Question 6. Alan Covert and Nick Swardson starred in this film, which also features Shirley Jones, Kevin Nealon, Doris Roberts, and Linda Cardellini. A single 36-year-old video game tester moves in with his grandmother. What is the name of this film? Grandma's Boy. And question 7. Back in 1988, this was a comedy that starred Bobcat Goldthwait, Virginia Madsen, Jim Metzler, and Dabney Coleman, and John Candy as the voice of Don, a talking horse. What is the name of this film? Hot to Trot.
Round 3.
Your third and final round on this episode is a mixed round. Question number 1. Eddie Murphy Delirious is a stand-up TV special released by HBO in 1983. Along with airing on HBO, it became a popular title on VHS. On the cover of the VHS and in the video, Eddie Murphy is dressed head to toe in leather, and it's a specific color. What color leather suit is it? Question 2. An actress, voice actress, and singer, famous for voicing Tommy Pickles from Rugrats and playing Dottie in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. What is the name of this actress? Question 3. The following supporting characters come from what 80s sitcom? Betty Johnson, Margot Kramer, Alan Anderson, Mike Fulton. Question 4. Name the actress who played Stephanie Tanner on Full House. Question 5. This is a pretty deep cut. In 1988, a young group of R&B singers, 4 young men, scored a hit with their debut single, Dial My Heart. It reached number 1 on the Billboard R&B singles chart and number 13 on the Hot 100. What was the name of this group? Question 6. What is Morrissey's first name? Question 7. A short-lived fantasy sitcom that aired as part of ABC's TGIF lineup from late September 1997 to mid-February 1998. It was about a high school student named Steve, whose recently deceased best friend Marty returns to Earth as his guardian angel. The deceased Marty died after eating a 6-month-old hamburger found under Steve's bed on a dare. What was the name of this show? That is gonna wrap up round number 3. Let's check your final 7 answers. Question 1. Eddie Murphy Delirious is a stand-up TV special released by HBO in 1983. Along with airing on HBO, it became a popular title on VHS. On the cover of that VHS and in the video, Eddie Murphy is dressed head to toe in leather, and it's a specific color. What color leather suit is it? Red. Question 2. An actress, voice actress, and singer famous for voicing Tommy Pickles in Rugrats and playing Dottie in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Name the actress. E.G. Daily. Something I just learned about E.G. Daily. In 1994, there was a movie, Little Rascals, based off of the old Little Rascals shorts. 1994, they did a new Little Rascals movie. There's a character named Froggy and talks like this. That little boy in that movie was voiced by E.G. Daily. They swapped out the voices. She also starred in the music video for Rod Stewart's Young Turks. Question 3. The following supporting characters come from what 80s sitcom? Betty Johnson, Margot Kramer, Alan Anderson, and Mike Fulton. Your answer is Punky Brewster. Question 4. Name the actress who played Stephanie Tanner on Full House. That would be Jodie Sweetin. I read that if you combine all the episodes of Full House and then Fuller House, Stephanie Tanner, aka Jodie Sweetin, is the only character that appears in every single episode. Question 5. In 1988, a young group of R&B singers, 4 young men, scored a hit with their debut single, Dial My Heart. It reached number 1 on the Billboard R&B singles chart, number 13 on the Hot 100. What was the name of this group? The Boys. B-O-Y-Z. The Boys. Good job if you got that one. That is tough. It seems like the Boys were active until around 1992. Eventually, they changed their name to Sons of Light. One of those four boys, those four kids, is Hakeem Abdul-Samad. Probably not saying that correctly. Hakeem Abdul-Samad. He is one of the main kids in the movie Ernest Goes to Camp. He played Moose in that movie. Do you remember Moose? I just rewatched that movie the other day. Love it. But yeah, he was one of the boys. Question 6. What is Morrissey's first name? Steven. And question number 7. A short-lived fantasy sitcom that aired as part of ABC's TGIF lineup from late September 1997 to February of 1998. It was about a high school student named Steve, whose recently deceased best friend Marty returns to Earth as his guardian angel. This deceased Marty died after eating a 6-month-old hamburger found under Steve's bed on a dare. What a premise. What is the name of this show? Teen Angel. Did you ever see Teen Angel? You had a short window, September 97 to February 98. One of the reasons that show was greenlit, I read, is because of the huge success of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. And that was also in the TGIF Friday night block. So there seemed to be a major interest in these kind of teen supernatural sitcoms at that time. This one just, didn't take off. But hey, you got to try, right? You got to swing the bat to hit a home run. My name is Joe Parisi. This has been episode 203 of America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. Thanks for being here, guys. If you want to follow along with me, Instagram at Joe Parisi VO, my website, joeparisivoiceover.com. You can always email me through there. And make sure you're subscribed to the show so you never miss when we drop a new episode. Try to do it every other week. When you wake up, typically on Thursday morning, the new one is right there, 21 questions for you. And if this pop culture stuff is your deal, this is your passion like it is mine, check out my other show called The Odd Podcast with Joe Parisi. 100+ episodes, each one a deep dive on a specific movie from the 80s or 90s, or TV show, or character actor, or pop culture oddity. All kinds of stuff over there. The Odd Podcast with Joe Parisi. I'll go make up some more questions. We will get together again soon. I promise you that. Thank you. See ya.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show
with Joe Parisi.